Oh, fun. I love ranty topics.
This episode of Boss Rush After Dark is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to learn how to support our family of podcasts, head over to patreon.com/bossrushmedia or search for us on the Patreon app on your smart device. Thanks for helping us build something better.
Hello. What is up? Welcome back to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. It's your boy, LeRon Dawkins, back in the house one more time with my wonderful co-host, the one and only Stephanie Klimov. Hello.
Hello. I was totally expecting you to say Corey's name first.
He always goes your way first.
I always go your way first.
Oh, I'm also way too tired to remember anything like 5 minutes ago and longer. So, hello. Happy to be here.
Hey. Welcome back. Corey Deering, how's it going, my man?
It's going. I have a comment to make, but I feel like I should save that for the beginning of the other topic instead of right now, because I feel like it would be
okay. All right, sure thing. And also in the house with us tonight is an all-star of the Boss Rush Network. We love her, we miss her, and we're glad she is gracing us with her presence this evening. Welcome to, this is your first episode of After Dark. Welcome, Nellie Lot.
Hello. I'm happy to be here. It's been like 1,000 years. I know.
Yeah. I'm ready for your triumphant return to Crossroads.
I'm just trying to work out a lot of things. So,
Nellie, I was like falling asleep between podcasts. I'm like, I don't know if I can make it for After Dark, and then they said you were gonna call in, and I'm like, I have to stay awake because Nellie's here.
Yeah. Also, let me give a disclaimer. You might hear a 2-year-old child in the background. That's my little cousin. I know he should be asleep, but you know,
2-year-olds don't sleep. Trust me, I have one.
Oh yes, I'm like, sir, why are you still up?
I thought I was going to be late to the podcast because my son, he's going to be 2 in March, and definitely was awake for like an hour before he finally went down. So that was fun.
And it's almost, let's see what time. It's almost 11. I think they're going to pick up his mom from work though, so that's probably why he's still up.
All right. Well, I mean, like, just catch us up real quick. How have you been?
I've been good. Again, I'm just busy with school and work. I'm the second shift, which is kind of brutal, especially with my school schedule. But, I'm making it work. I'm just sad I can't really put the amount of dedication I really need to put into my school assignments. But that's okay. I got A's and B's right now, so...
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to that.
Oh, yeah. And I got my I graduated with my AA last year sometime. Yeah, last May.
Good shit.
So I'm working on my AS now in graphic design, and then I am back in interactive design because I had dropped that because me and coding didn't get along. But I was like, you know what? I'm going back. I'm gonna tackle it.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, so really quickly, because you may or may not know how the show works. Boss Rush After Dark is a show where we talk about stuff that's not always content appropriate for the other anchor shows on the network.
Welcome back, Nellie.
It's basically our say anything episode.
Oh, you know my mouth though. Hi, Kitty.
I mean, to be fair, the second episode of Crossroads is all about feet. So
true.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
All right. So all that being said, Corey, you had a topic for us, right?
Yeah. I want to know everybody's biggest pet peeves. It can be a 5-second topic. It can be a 30-minute topic. I don't care. But yeah, pet peeves.
Biggest pet peeves.
This kind of came to mind because we were talking last week. We were talking about was it last week or the week before?
First world problems.
Yeah, and I was like, well, Yeah, those are things that annoy people. But what are the things that really annoy people? Like, so my wife's biggest pet peeve is like people just eating around here in general. She thinks everybody makes mouth noises. Like, and look, you do, but there's like an acceptable level, which I don't like it when people are like chewing with their mouth open or like crunching loud chips or anything either. But like, there's like an acceptable level of like, okay, well, you got to eat, and
Or
but
people that are always smacking and acting like everything is the most delicious food they've ever eaten. It's like, dude, you're eating a damn apple. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, yes.
Hey, now
So
green apple, those hit. Those different levels. So
yellow apples
Look,
though, they can fuck right off. Okay, yellow apples.
wow.
They can't decide what they want to be. Do you want to be red and cool and normal, or do you want to be green and sour? No, there's no in between. Yellow apples suck.
That's super rude and discriminatory against yellow apples.
Here's a pet peeve of mine. I cannot stand walking behind slow walking people, and it's even worse.
Yes.
It's even worse when they're walking like 2 or 3 deep, so like the whole damn aisle or sidewalk is all like like blocked, and it's like, if you don't move your ass, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass.
Mhm.
No, it's true because like listen, you can walk as fast or slow as you want, but like if you're going to be slow and take your time, for example, be on one side of
Walk single
whatever.
file.
right, exactly.
But it's the same way with like kind of driving, and I don't know, maybe I could ask since y'all are from different parts of the states. And I'm from Massachusetts and I know we're lovingly or not lovingly called mass holes, but still,
Mm.
I've
is
never
it
heard that
me or
before.
do
That's good.
people just not understand what the left lane of a highway is used for anymore? Because it's supposed to
They
be a
don't.
passing lane.
They don't.
And
They
they
don't.
just go there and they stay there and they go slow, and I'm like, I can't.
Like that guy said in that TikTok. The left hand lane is for people who have speeding ticket money.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like if you're gonna drive below the speed limit, put your ass in the far right lane.
Uh, Yep, nope. I agree, and I'm a fast walker. I'm just like, come on, like I will tailgate people. Like, come on,
But
I'm breathing down your neck. Keep going.
speaking of driving, it also like gets on my damn nerves when, like, okay, if the speed limit's 40, why the fuck are you doing 27?
I was just about to say
Mm.
slow drivers is my pet peeve. My area, oh my god, no. Slow turners. The ones who turn
Yes.
in my area, people turn like they're turning semi trucks. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, that little ass
Crawling.
Toyota, you need to go.
Yeah, I hate it.
I
I
you
hate
know
it when
I think
people turn slow. Oh my gosh, it bothers me so bad, especially when it's like then you like look and see, and it's like a 97-year-old person that probably shouldn't be driving anyway. You're like, oh my gosh, what? Come on, it's your turn. Let's go. Get out.
It be the it be the folks around my age. I'm like, why the fuck are you turning so slow? What is your problem?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like, and you can hear me like in my car, like, turn that damn car.
Mhm.
And my mom was like, who are you talking to? I was like, hi, mom. I forgot you was on the phone.
oh,
I feel like like there can be so many pet peeves that stem from driving or
From
anything to do with a
driving, yeah.
car.
yeah.
Like I really it goes up my ass sideways when people like just don't
Probably hurts.
park right, which sounds weird, but like they'll like especially like if they're like a nice car, like I saw a Mercedes or a BMW, and they like parked like semi crooked across the line,
Yeah,
so they're like double parked. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, they're two
seriously?
thirds. They're 2/3 in one parking spot and 1/3 in the other. Like, yeah, yeah. That kind of gets on my nerves. Almost as much as the people who like they park right on the line. So like it makes it like, am I risking like fucking up my car today because I need
Mhm.
this parking
Mhm.
spot?
Yep. Oh, another thing. People who don't use turn signals. That blows my
Mm,
fucking
That's
mind
not
because
really
I'm like,
that's not really a pet peeve, but it definitely pisses me off when they don't use a turn signal when they cut me off. Like
exactly, that's what I'm
if
talking
they
about.
if they put the blinker on and then get in my lane, I don't really care. Like, yeah, I might be mildly inconvenienced that I have to slow down because you're kind of close. But if you just like jump your ass in the fucking lane and I don't have a moment to think about it, like,
Yeah.
I'm catching a case if we get into a car accident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna win it.
Use your blinker. Mhm.
Let's see. I know I have some more pet peeves. Well, we said this last time when Chase Bethea was on. But yeah, like enough people in the damn self checkout line.
Yeah.
Mm.
You talking about the ones that like have 6 carts full of groceries and they want to use the checkout?
Well, not even that. Like the person that doesn't understand, like as you scan the shit, put it in the damn bagging area.
Or like so coming off of that, okay. The one thing that really makes me mad, I think we talked about it on the same episode, but like either at the grocery store or at like a Best Buy or the gas station, I'm always stuck behind the one person that doesn't know how to use a debit card or a credit card. Like
Yeah.
all the machines are the same. They're all the same. You either insert it,
Mhm.
you either swipe it, or now you can tap it. Okay, they've made it exponentially easier for you to fucking use your card. Okay.
Speaking of like ways to pay at the register and stuff like that, am I the only one that's slightly miffed that like we go to like touchless pay now, but we still have to type in our fucking debit number, our our debit card number, our PIN number. Oh
Mhm.
shit! I thought it was like like I became hyper aware of like handling money and like POS stuff during COVID,
Mhm.
and I was like, man, hold on, like how am I supposed to like be COVID safe if like like I still have to put my PIN number in, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like do better. Do better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It's like, what is this
mm,
for?
yeah.
So this is gonna be kind of random and it's gross, but like I don't know, there's just no excuse for it. And it'll tie into my second one. So if you're in the bathroom,
I
or
knew it
if
was
I'm
gonna
in
be
a
a bathroom
bathroom,
thing. I knew it was gonna be a bathroom thing.
no, well, okay, listen,
Even
I
she said
walk
it's
into a
kind of
bathroom.
gross.
Well, no, like I walk in a bathroom, so whoever's already in there knows that there's another human being that just walked into the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom. I hear them finish, and then they walk out without washing their hands. I'm like, listen, if no one catches you, it's not like that's okay, but no one catches you, fine. You know there's another person in there, and you have the balls, or lack of balls even, to wipe your ass and walk out of there. Disgusting. Oh my god. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah. I don't have words for that. Honestly.
People are
I have
gross.
another one, and this is a me thing more than I don't know how anybody else may feel about it, but in all the years of me living with people, there's one thing that like just gets under my skin. Like if you use a microwave, please clear the timer when you're done
Yes!
because
Holy
I'm one of those
shit!
people who doesn't do that at all.
I'm
Oh,
one of those
Corey.
people. I'm one of those people that like I always need to know the time. So like
Yes.
it burns me up when like I walk when I walk past like it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I walk past the microwave clock and it's like 1:13 and it's like wait, what time is it? I immediately like panic because I'm like, where did
Mhm.
my day go and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Like sometimes because like I'm ex-military too, so there is a such thing as
Mm.
53 o'clock. There's a such
Yeah,
thing as that.
it is. Mhm.
That's funny.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had
My
a friend, and
306.
she's still a friend, but she lived with me for a couple months, and she would never clear the timer. And it's like 13 seconds. No, I need to know what time it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh man.
Good time.
It's like stop being a dumb bitch. Stop it.
Um, well, I mean, so man, so getting out of this realm of pet peeves, I guess. I think one of my biggest pet peeves is like waiting on things, which I know I'm terrible at getting things people need, but it doesn't change the fact that I don't like waiting on things. Um, because like when I'm working on stuff and I need something, I don't like waiting for it. I don't like being the person that has to wait on other people.
Yeah.
And waiting on other people like just really bothers me, and like it really just you know I get like really stressed out and anxious until I have it, and then then I have it, and then everything's fine. So
Yeah.
But like I'm one of those people that just I hate waiting on things, especially when you like tell someone that you're waiting on something and then they don't respond like at all. It's also very awful.
Well, I hope you don't mind, Corey. Like speaking of waiting, and I recognize this may be insensitive of me, but I guess that's just who I am. Um, we've progressively are growing and living in a drive-through world. I have nothing against drive-throughs per se. It might not really be for me, but I know there's a time and a place for it, right? Um, but especially like with COVID, that I understood too with like bringing stuff to people's cars, stuff like that. Again, setting the premise. But nowadays I'm like extra triggered by a few things. When I drive by a coffee shop where there is literally a line that's pouring out onto the street so people can't actually drive on the road because that line to Starbucks is like 20 cars deep.
Oh
I thought you
shit,
were talking about
Chick-fil-A's too.
Chick-fil-A.
Or any, I don't know. It's just like, dude, get your gas out of the fucking car if you're like out in the street. But that's just me. And also, just all the stores now where you have that thing where people walk to your car to give you your stuff. And if you guys do it, that's fine. I guess it's just for me, unless you're maybe elderly, handicapped, have a newborn baby. I just see so many like regular people. I don't know like how else to say it, or able-bodied adults just sit their ass down while these people are loading up their cars. I know this is really mean of me, and it's just I don't know. It's laziness, and laziness is a pet peeve of mine.
I think I just can't I just can't trust having someone else shop for me. That's why I don't use Instacart. That's why I don't have them bring it to my car either. I'd rather just go in, you know, because like I'm gonna get the busted ass fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. You know, if I don't go in there and look at it myself, you know, I'm gonna get like the wilted lettuce or the spongy broccoli, and I'm like or every damn egg in the carton's gonna be cracked.
Yeah. I did that one time, and I remember I had added a cabbage to my cart, and the person had brought it like not wrapped up because I put my cabbage in the plastic. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Okay, I just wanted to try it. That is it."
You just brought me a salmonella cabbage. What is wrong with you?
I was like, "No." Right. So I was like, "From now on, I'm doing my own shopping." Sorry.
A food pet peeve of mine is like damaged boxes or dented cans. Ooh.
The can, it'd be like
I because it's happened to me so many times. Like, you know, like I'll go pick out something from the from a canned goods section and stuff like that, and you know, just continue my shopping stuff. Get to checkout and you know, like they're scanning it, and I see the dent on the side of it, and I'm like, motherfucker.
You're the chosen.
Man.
Good times.
Man, I've gotten kind of like just angry about food stuff too. Like I used to not care if like my food was hot, right? But like now, for some reason, ever since I stopped working at the restaurant, like I don't know however long ago that was at this point, but like I hate. First of all, I hate going out to eat now. Working in the restaurant ruined going out to eat for me. Like I would rather
bet
just
it did.
I would rather just eat at home or like go to Chipotle and bring it home or something. Like I can't go out to eat anymore for some reason. But also, like if my food's not hot when you bring it to me, that's gonna be a problem.
Well, I mean, it should be hot.
Or, I know, but
actually,
sometimes it's not.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me ask you this: is it like hot to the point where you need to let it sit there and cool in front of you, or just ready to eat?
No, I want to see some steam coming off of that thing. It doesn't have to be like scalding lava hot, like burning my mouth to where my mouth blisters beyond reason. But like, you know, I don't want like cold French fries, you know, like not even room temperature French fries or something, right? Like I need like real hot. Ooh, hot.
Like, this fry is so cold it tastes like the potato that was used to make it.
Yeah. So
like you just put it on the plate. You didn't even take time
for real. Yeah. And I do have one I do have one pet peeve that is actually geared towards pets.
Oh.
I do have one. Okay. Well, I'll split dog edition and cat edition.
I think I know what the cat edition is, but go ahead.
Cats.
The dog edition of the pet peeve is like I can't stand when like knock on the doorbell, they immediately start barking. I understand this dog's way of saying, hey, like there's someone at the door and whatnot, but God, and it's gotten to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to a rescue and adopt a deaf dog. Like they will never know someone's at the damn door. And as far as cats are concerned, the fascination with unspooling the damn toilet paper or paper towels, that shit that's how cats in my house will get the water bottle therapy.
I mean, my kids unravel the toilet paper all the time too, though. So
they would also get the water bottle therapy.
It's true.
My cat pet peeve.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of water bottle therapy, there was if I find it, I will send it to you guys. But there was one where like the cat was doing something the cat had no business. So the guy brought the water bottle, and so he started squirting the water bottle. The cat just opened his mouth and started drinking the water stream.
My old dog used to do that.
So I was like, man, the cat's living in like 3023. Like,
You're like, I already know what's up.
It's true.
Stephanie, what were you about to say?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. No, I was just saying my only cat pet peeve is Lusa specifically because she pees sideways and therefore she always misses the litter box.
I thought it was only male cats that sprayed like that.
I don't know. I've witnessed it, so I know I'm not making it up. But
I've witnessed
one, I actually will say for pet owners, two. So one is more of a meaner one, I think one, and then other one's a little more, I don't know, understandable. So maybe it's because I'm a parent of a human child. I understand having a dog or a cat, but usually it's with a dog, is a lot of work. I call my cats fur babies. I have nothing against that. But there are some people that really kind of go a little over the top about being dog mom, or having a dog or cat is exactly like having a child, and they say that to me as a single mom, and I'm kind of wanting to punch them in the face. I'm like, it's not the same. It's like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of hard work. Like not anyone can take care of a dog appropriately. You know what I'm saying? But like when they're equating it to be the same exact amount of work and effort and money as a human child, it gets my blood boiling and I want to wring their necks. And then there's the people that want to fucking push their little ankle biter in a baby carriage or something like that and have that poor fucking animal in like their purse the whole time. And
Yeah.
again, I love animals. If I could bring my cat anywhere, I probably would because I'm a weirdo like that. So like, don't get me wrong, but there's just some people that just go a little too much.
Yeah, it bothers me. It bothers me when people treat their pets like they're actual human beings.
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah.
People, am I right? People peeves.
Oh no, like my well, I guess I call it like ex-mother-in-law, so to speak. I know my ex-husband told me a story where she would like cook and cut up like a sirloin steak for her little ankle biting dog, and then she just told her kids to go make themselves dinner. Like that's kind of fucked up. It's that same dog that she let pee all over my carpet and blamed my infant son at the time that my infant son just puked everywhere. I'm like, I think I could tell the difference between urine and puke. Just not to gross you guys out, but like, I don't know. It's kind of a stretch.
If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/bossrushmedia and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support.
Okay, so I actually got wind of this online, and then like somehow it became a topic, like on a couple of news shows. But apparently, the average penis length has grown in the last 30 years, and doctors are calling it concerning. Okay, so get this right.
Maybe the doctors who are calling it concerning have small penises and they're embarrassed.
So apparently the norm now has well the norm is supposedly like 4.8 inches, but apparently the norm has now changed, has gone from 4.8 inches to 6 inches. So like
Wait, the normal size is 4 inches?
the average size was approximately 5 inches. The average size. Like it's the norm and not the exception. Like all you size queens out there.
Nellie, show us what.
Yeah, like
that seems small.
All you size queens out there, they're thinking,
a lot of angry people out there.
Like ideal penis length starts at 8 inches. Y'all were always wrong because those.
I always thought it was 6, to be honest. But
me too. Thank you, Nellie. I thought 6 was the magic number.
I think people think it's 6 because like everybody likes to embellish that they have at least 6 inches. I that's the way I feel about that. But now like people can actually like embellish with like real science results that it's actually 6 inches now, like because the average penis size, erect penis size, has grown from 4.8 to 6 inches.
I'm gonna have to write that down. I'm gonna bring a tape measure to my partner's place and just hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Let me measure this.
Yeah, so the reason why doctors call it concerning though is because they're saying any overall change in development is concerning because our reproductive system is one of the most important pieces of human biology. If we're seeing this fast of a change, it means that something powerful is happening to our bodies, and that powerful thing would be the fact that we're just putting a lot of junk into our bodies, like food wise. That's the common thing there. Like there was one study that carbonated drinks, particularly Coke and Pepsi, they found marked changes in penis length in mice, and all those scientific studies, of course, correlate to people.
How do these scientists go like, hey, let's feed mice a bunch of Coca-Cola and measure their penis?
They do it though.
I'm just curious.
It just sounds like some people are bored.
Sounds like somebody. Why are we still doing animal testing? But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, especially just specifically for penis size and Diet Coke. I know I said this before we started recording, so sorry to hear this a second time, but I really thought all this would correlate to a shrinking of the penis. I don't know, because all that stuff seems bad. Why would it be growing? And I know this wasn't mentioned in the article, LeRon, but I know that because women take, not all, but many women take hormonal forms of contraceptives. And as a pharmacist, I just know the way the drugs break down, hormones still get urinated out and gets into our water supply. So I'm thinking, well, if estrogens and progesterones are in our water supply, maybe not like in a huge amount, but just over long periods of time, again, that would not contribute to a larger penis, but a smaller penis. I don't know. This is how my weird pharmacist brain thinks.
Right.
And listen, ladies who think it's great having a massive dick on their hands, but large penises hurt, guys. It's not pleasant. Just saying, like
that remind me of that meme.
I have no comments.
What? I'm just saying, like it's. Listen, unless it's a micro penis, which I really feel bad for those people. Unless it's a micro penis, you're probably fine, guys. Don't need to worry about it.
Yeah,
was it
honestly.
the motion of the ocean?
Motion of the ocean.
Yeah, honestly. Ultimately, it is kind of concerning because, like, I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm not saying I drink Coke and Pepsi all the time, but I haven't seen anything different between my legs over the past, like, let me see, over the past 20 something years.
What did it say about Dr. Pepper? Now let me stop.
actually, carbonated beverages, like according to the mouse study, carbonated beverages of any type accounted for it, but the amount of chemicals in the stuff is like what really like facilitated what happens as far as lengthwise, and Coke was number one on that whole thing, with Pepsi being like 50%, and other carbonated drinks clocking in below 30%.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what do
Well,
you
we've always
think it
known
does for women?
Mm,
Hey, listen, if it can make my boobs bigger, that'd be great. Thanks.
that would be.
But my biggest like one of my biggest vices is drinking carbonated drinks, and nothing's changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I have a hardcore addiction to Dr. Pepper. So again,
I love me some Dr Pepper. I love some root beer too.
I think
I'm
I
a
might
big fan
just
of
take
root
a
beer.
sip.
I like the bottled root beer, not the canned stuff. I like IBCs, Stewart's, Frosties. Give me some of that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. Past studies, but Stephanie, just so you know, past studies have claimed that pollution is shrinking the peen. Yeah, this study may prove those findings false.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Wow.
I
I don't know,
yeah.
man. Lots of conflicting studies.
Yeah.
Shrinking, growing, shrinking, growing. Well, I'm
Yeah.
a little surprised that they don't really care more about the actual fertility. Like, yeah, it's
I think
bigger or
that
smaller, but
I actually think that probably does fuck with the fertility too. But then again, like that might explain like the rash of stupid ass people we've had born in the last 25 years. Because like
well,
we have whole states where where the drink of choice is Mountain Dew. Think about that for a moment. Like what was it? Like I'm from Virginia, so so without me naming the state, let's just say one of our neighboring states, like they did a study, and folks were letting their kids drink so much Mountain Dew that it was affecting their permanent teeth that were still inside their skulls.
Wow.
that's really fucked up. Holy
Yeah,
shit, really?
yeah, because all our teeth really are just parts of our bones anyway. So the fact that like that stuff was like like weakening and damaging like teeth that you're gonna have for the rest of your life, is insane.
But the way I'm thinking it is, you'd have to start the kids A young, and B that would
They're
be what
sucking
they'd
it
be
from the
drinking all their
bottle.
time.
They're sucking it
Oh,
from the bottle.
what's okay? See, like don't let me get on that rant about how we just need to like like
There it goes.
snip people.
Yo,
Seriously, like I don't know. I wish there was a way. Oh man, I'm gonna get super canceled for this, where people can like be temporarily snipped until they prove themselves to be able to have children, and
Stephanie,
then they can be
you sound
allowed
like
to have
me.
children.
You sound
I'm
like
sorry.
me. I've always said there should have been something in there should be something out there to like people should be able like there should be a mandate that people obtain a license to breed. I've always said that. Uh, Shit, that movie Starship Troopers, like you had to become a citizen before you could have kids.
Dude, I remember
There
that
you
movie.
go.
Wow, what
You
a
had to,
movie.
you had to become a citizen before you could even have kids. You could get married, no problems, but you couldn't have any fucking kids unless you were citizens.
I've
Wow.
never seen that movie.
It's a treat.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Have you ever saw Starship Troopers?
Nope.
Good movie. I know you haven't, Corey.
You just know everything about me. No,
If
LeRon.
it's not Star Wars and Indiana Jones, like you haven't seen you haven't seen it. Have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
It's one of my favorite movies. Top 10
I'm
in my opinion.
shocked. I'm shocked. I would have thought you wouldn't have saw that movie.
Nope, Ferris Bueller's great.
Hold on. What happened in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? What happened at the end? Just tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing, because there's like a whole bunch of stuff going on.
No, Cameron is sick, and Ferris brings him out of the depths of sickness to go on an adventure to skip school, and then they go swimming.
I said at the end.
I mean, the Ferrari comes out of the garage, and then the teacher And then the principal goes over there and like, you know, he's during the credits, he's walking away in his ripped up suit because he, you know, got whatever
He got his
attacked.
ass kicked by Bueller's sister.
Yeah. So
Shout out to the ripped
Okay, good. Okay, cool.
also
I'll
Ferris
leave you
Bueller's
alone now.
sister is also in Dirty Dancing. Fun fact.
Yeah.
But I hope you don't mind. Oh, sorry, LeRon.
No, go ahead.
But kind of not to suck the humor out of it, but just to go back to that topic last bit. Like I know it's kind of funny, haha, penis size, penis, but why is it that there is so much data out there about what's really bad for you? And ultimately, we have free will. We should be out if we want to have a fucking Mountain Dew, we can have one. But like at the same time, why do we, with all this information out there, not just make these dumbass decisions to just be overly unhealthy? No one needs to go vegan or no one needs to abstain from soda altogether, but to be able to give kids, for example, so much Mountain Dew that their permanent teeth are rotting out of their skull, that's like
That's wild.
almost neglect, in my opinion, as a parent.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry to be a big downer on it, but
I feel like we've talked about this before in previous episodes of this show. Like it's because our education and our health system has failed us, you know, massively and stuff like that. You know, like anybody most people should know, like, when you're pregnant, don't smoke cigarettes, don't drink alcohol, don't do drugs and stuff like that. But they do it.
some people
They
still
do
do
it.
it anyway.
Like I was fucking shocked. A friend of mine, you know, a friend of mine, she was pregnant, she was carrying her first child and stuff, and I caught her smoking one day, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And apparently, like, the doctor said it was okay for her to smoke, but only a certain amount of cigarettes per day. And I was like, "Excuse the fuck out of me."
I bet you that doctor said it because he knew she was going to smoke no matter what.
It's a possibility, but
not to make that right, but if anything, I hope that's that versus just him actually thinking it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
guess
that hurts. No, trust me on this. I don't agree with it at all, but I'm just trying to rationalize it. Jeez.
Yeah. Like like make it make sense, you know. Like, but yeah, like, you know, there's there's people that do things like, okay, if you have lung cancer, why are you still smoking? If you have cirrhosis of the liver, why the fuck are you still drinking? You know, if shit, I can think of some other ones, but, you know, like, those are like the glaring ones. Like, you know, like, it's frightening and baffling when I see people with emphysema, you know, got the fucking nose tube and everything in the fucking oxygen tank on their back, and they got a fucking cigarette in their hand. It's like, huh? What? You know?
I remember working at a different. I was working at a resort before I got laid off from there, and we had a guest that would always order alcohol. And finally, somebody was like, "You know, she's pregnant," and I'm like, "Why the hell are y'all selling her alcohol?" They was like, "We can't do anything about it." I'm like, "Think about the unborn child, y'all."
Mm.
But yeah, they said we couldn't do nothing, so I'm like, okay.
Who knows? Maybe in like 100 more years, men will be walking around with 3 legs, heyo, and then I don't know. We'll have fucking, I don't know. We'll be blind or have like 20 fingers. I don't know. Some weird fucking ass mutation. I don't know. I don't want to be here for it.
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
guys got 3 legs anyway. But we just don't.
Yeah, but it's just wild, you know. Like, I feel like humanity just has to do better, but it also doesn't help that, you know, like our medical science and stuff is like full of contradictions and stuff like that. Like, you know, like, for example, like, you know, like, I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff. I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff about, like, you know, like the American Heart Association and stuff like that, and like a lot of their stuff that they put out there is, I'm not gonna say categorically false, but is misleading, because, like, 9 times out of 10, like, they're being lobbied by somebody, so money's being thrown their way, sort of giving out misleading information about stuff that is either potentially killing you or could make you healthy and stuff like that. And, you know, like, it's the It's not just the American Heart Association. It's the American Diabetes Association. It's the March of Dimes. It's wow. I'm not going to go on a rant because I guarantee you people who are listening to this right now probably know some of the stuff I've been looking at as far as documentaries and stuff. And they're like, oh, this guy wants to go vegan. Like, no, I don't. No, I don't. But I tell you what, if it's going to make me live longer, then yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I don't really eat a lot of red meat.
I've cut down on red meat tremendously over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only do chicken, turkey, and fish.
Yeah.
What's so hard about?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like really bad at cutting people off today.
Oh no.
No, it was just like my last like side editorial about like what's wrong with like taking the middle path. It's like one of my personal mottos that I take to heart. I think it's originally from Buddha. It's like everything in moderation. You got one life to live, so enjoy what you like to enjoy. But damn, fuck, like moderation, and that's it. No one's telling you to do none of it. Also, don't need to gorge yourself. Like, why can't we just all just moderation, guys?
Yeah.
Anyway, I quiet now.
My final statement about this whole penis size thing, though, is definitely something in the water. I'm done. I'll see myself out.
Different strokes for different folks.
Wow.
There you go.
Are we ready to head out?
Yeah, I think it's about that time.
All right, cool. Now normally we wouldn't do this, but Nellie, it's been a while since you've been here, so please let people know where they can find you at.
Yay! All right, you can find me on Twitter at Planet Nellie. Hey, I go stuttering for no reason. Nellie is spelled N3LLIE, and you can find me on Twitch under Bratface_87 when I have the time.
All right, cool. As for the rest of us here, like you guys know what to do. Check the show notes, and you'll find all the information for us. Also, we want to thank our patrons for being producers of the show and stuff like that. You're one of the main reasons why we do this, even though we have a vast audience of other listeners and stuff that we do this for as well. On behalf of Corey and Stephanie Knight, I'm going to say good night. And once again, thanks for tuning in to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. And remember, we are always the show that's going to be the ones that talk about the not so content friendly stuff that the other anchor shows usually can't handle. We love you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.